Hey guys, happy Friday. It's operations time over here. Man, it's been, it's been a long week. Let me tell you that. I'll tell you about it as we do our operations here, but I figured, you know what? Enough screwing around with the expansion right there and laying grass and all that stuff. Let's just run some trains here. So we're gonna get the local fired up over here. We got a full crew there. Got Mr. Stanford up on front, and got Mr. Torres on back. And engineer Rick inside there. That's me. We'll get fired up. We're gonna go down to Huntington Beach. Always a favorite. I gotta remember which way to put my lighting here. All right, I got my coffee. Let's pull out. We're gonna grab a few cars. We'll do some switching down at the lumber yard down there, and then we also got a few cars for Southern California Edison, which is, well, you'll see. It's one of our complicated industries if you're new to the channel. Let's go ahead and pull out. We got 3 cars we're gonna be picking up. And as always, enough bell. All right, let me see if I can get the camera out of here without knocking anything over. And as always, I will try to keep it as steady as I can. But here's our 3 cars, starting out with that bioenergy tank car right there. Then we got a box car. We're going to be putting those 2 into SoCal Edison. And we got 1 lumber car going down to whatever the heck the lumber yard is called. I don't remember. I've been so busy doing other stuff. It'll all come back to me here shortly. Anyway, as we run out of here, let me show you the rest of the layout here. It's still a bit of a shambles, but we're getting there. That's kind of where we left off in my last video where I was doing the static grass. I haven't done anything else over there. And Ben is someplace on the couch over here watching Love Boat. Let me see. I can't tell. It's too dark over there. I think he's laying around. All right, we're almost here. Right there is good. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. There we go. We'll get that flipped over. Come back and grab our cars and head on down to Huntington Beach. Whew. Anyway, it's been an interesting couple of days here for me. If you're from anywhere else in the country other than the Southwest, and of course we didn't get a good connection. There we go. Now we did. You will know that we do not have basements. And so that's why this layout here is in my garage. And then also, all of our water, you know, that runs in your water lines and everything is kind of underneath the slab. And I got a slab leak. We got the old copper piping and developed a slab leak. And I could kind of hear it, you know, when you put your ear up to the wall someplace and you can kind of hear like the water running. And so I did a little bit of investigating, trying to see if it was, you know, someplace that was easily accessible through the wall. But unfortunately, I think it's down in the slab. So I'm having the whole house re-piped with newer, whatever the plastic stuff's called, PEX or something like that. Anyway, so that was the fun I was having this week, trying to get that all arranged. All right, we'll get over the bridge over here and do our little lift up here. I'll show you how this works. Again, if you're new, you haven't seen all that. Ooh, get snow-covered mountains over here, it looks like. And I noticed I gotta readjust my couple turnouts there from the last operating session way back, what was that, like a week or 2 ago. Let's see how things go over here. let's notch it up. Get on down there, because this SoCal Edison industry is going to be a little bit complicated. And as usual, I haven't planned anything out other than just grab the cars, and haven't rearranged them into maybe the best possible positioning. So we'll see how it goes. It looks like we had a little minor earthquake here in Southern California. Got a building down over here. Got a slow order over here by the earthquake destruction damage. Let's see if we can make it by there. I think we can. That little flat has been sitting there for the longest time, and it's kind of weird. Just the way it sits on there, it tends to want to kind of lean forward. I really got to kind of tape it over to the wall. Let's see how the horses are doing over here in Anaheim. Looking pretty good. I think everybody's back up off the ground after our long summer break. Seemed long, huh? Honk for the horses. All right, first stop over here. Try to adjust this camera a little bit more. There we go. Trying to get it so it locks into the position, but we got one turnout over here we got to change. And I don't know what the heck I was talking about before. Last video there, I think I said something about I didn't go to Huntington Beach because I didn't have my two tortoises wired up. But actually, that's those two turnouts back there. So we're good over here. This is one of our little manual ones. Let's keep on going. So I think the first thing we're going to do is probably, I have no clue. We're going to honk for the vagrants. A bunch of weirdos hanging out underneath the overpass here. As we come around this side, we can see our first, one of our first cars we get to take a look at. That's going to be our pickup right there. And we got another stop over here. So as we're pulling in here, let's take a quick overview here. So inside SoCal Edison, if you're new, it's a switchback. We got that tank car over there, and then we're actually got two pickups over here that we're going to be doing. So we're taking those two and the tank car. It's over on the other side. We're going to be dropping off our one tank car right there. And then we're going to be dropping off our box car. So this is going to get interesting. And of course we got our lumber car down here that is going into, what is it? Is it Reliable Lumber? I think so. Yeah, Reliable Wholesale Lumber here. Our fantastic little lumber industry. Let's see how we want to do this. I think, oh boy, it's been a while. I think we'll pull forward over here, do our runaround. As usual, I usually just kind of wing it without super amount of thought. Always turns out to be fun. Anyway, yeah, we'll disconnect here, do our runaround, get our lumber cars settled, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do inside of SoCal Edison. The track's a little dirty here. There we go. Yeah, you can see how there's a little bit of dirt there. Whoop. Hopefully I didn't run into the track there. I got to change the turnout. But like I said, after the summer break, I did not do any cleaning or anything like that. Didn't even wipe down the track, I think. So I'm noticing a couple of those spots, you know, nothing that, just a quick wipe down of the track would help out. But I can tell when I'm running the locomotives, the horns don't go off at the same time. Now all of my locomotives, here let me just put my controller down, they have current keepers or keep-alives in them. So they just keep on going, but if they start losing power, one of the first things I'll notice is maybe the headlight starts to flicker a little bit. And then obviously if I'm trying to honk a horn, like right there, only one of them went off, as opposed to both of them. And I can see the locomotive's kind of stuttering a little bit here and there. Let's run up here. Let's do a little bit of cleaning. I'll show you how I do this. This is going to be really exciting. You're going to run over there and grab my CRC spray. But normally I have a little napkin thing that I use, which I cannot find. I don't know where the heck I put it. So I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel. But here's what I use. Just a CRC contact cleaner. It's just for a pinch, in a pinch here for a quick cleaning. And then I spray it on a little napkin or something. Like I said, I've got one of these little cloths someplace. But with all the construction, I misplaced it somewhere. So I just gotta spray it on there and use the paper towel here. Just to kind of come across some of the rails here. We'll see how it goes. I know, especially wherever there's turnouts and crossings like this, you might get a little bit of dust and stuff like that. And you can see it's well, it's picking up a little bit of crud there. Mostly just dust. You know what I also do is sometimes I just cheat. Hopefully I don't spray the locomotive. There we go. I know people are probably going to freak out over that. I don't know. Railroad guys, model railroad guys, holy smokes! Everybody's got an opinion. And even on that CRC, I know there's the other one. It's like a whatever. 262 or whatever. It's the one that is actually what you, I guess, is better than that contact cleaner, but they didn't have it over at Lowe's where I picked that up, so I just don't have any on hand. When I do see that in the store, I pick up that other one, but like I said, I just didn't get a chance to. And I don't sweat it too much. You know, it'll all get cleaned up here. We'll probably get these tires all nice and dirty here because we're running on unclean track. I can hear them kind of crunching a little bit, you know, as they're running over dust and all this whatever's settled onto the track. Since the last time we had trains running down here in Huntington Beach, which is like at least a good month or more. But I'll just I'll clean the wheels on the locomotives when we get back after the ops session, and then find my actual cloth and just do a quick cleaning. I like those claws, you know, whenever you get like something electronic, you know, phone or, you know, a lens thing or anything like that, they give you those nice little soft little claws. Perfect for just spraying and touching up the track. All right, let's see here. Oh, we should have a good connection right there. first thing we'll do is we're going to shove backwards into our industry and grab this flat car. Then we'll pull the flat car out, drop them off over there on the other track, and then I don't know where, maybe we'll just drop them off right there since it's a single car. And then we can drop off our lumber center beam car there. And then we'll start thinking about the SoCal Edison in here. Oof. I'm actually dreading it a little bit. I was like, why did I pick that industry? Couldn't I just pick one of the backgrounds back, the flats back there? Oh well, but I figured, hey, you know what? You guys have been waiting long enough here for after my little break and all that, so we'll make it a good one for this weekend. I am going to be trying to do at least a video a week, you know, on Friday. I'm going to post it for the weekend. And I'm not sure how it should work out for next week. We got a blue flag here. Don't want to run over that over. The blue flag like I did last time. There's Carl. Here he is. Carl, come on. I'm swinging you all around. All right, get that blue flag out of there so we can get in here. Hey, girls are over here talking to, what's his name? I forgot his name there. Lance. Trying to get him to join the local Huntington Beach volleyball team. Ooh, come on. I think we can get a good connection. Let's try. Ooh, look at that. A little helping hand there on the other side. Huh? We'll pull this guy out, get him out of the way, and then, like I said, we'll start thinking about SoCal Edison. You gotta watch out for the weirdos down here. You got one guy that moved from the wooded area down there, now he lives under a tarp over here. I guess he liked the leftover fish tacos from the stand right here. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Ooh, right about there is good. Yeah, let's get rid of that flat car, get rid of the center beam car. I'll probably be doing a lot of runarounds here, I think. You know, a lot of times when I'm running this by myself, depending on how much time I want to spend, SoCal Edison is an industry all in itself. It's one of the good ones to do that sort of, if you do it by itself, it's like sort of a medium complexity. And depending on what I'm switching out in there, you get a lot of possibilities here. So let me take a look here. So we got two tracks here. These two are basically the service tracks for SoCal Edison, right? And then we have the inbound track that comes all the way over here. So we got a little stub end here. That's the way the real industry is. It's a switchback. And I just happen to have a little oil rig right there. So I figured, what the heck, we'll just, you know, it's Southern California. You find those oil rigs all over the place. In neighborhoods, in little, you know, business areas like this. So I figure we'll make that a sort of industry within an industry here. So we got to deal with that sometimes, even if we're not switching it out. There may be a car over there and we can't fit, you know, all the locomotives and all that stuff in there. So sometimes we got to reposition it, that sort of thing. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and pull forward over here, get rid of this center beam car, and then we can figure out what we're doing. Right there. Right there's good. Now, if I really wanted to get fancy, you know, I would have the crew get off and sit over here and, you know, to do the turnout, all that stuff. But, well, this is going to get to be a really long video if I did all that. And, of course, it's going to be another kind of toasty one over here in Southern California. It was 100 yesterday. Of course, we only, you know, you hit 100 like at, you know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon sort of thing. But then the morning's nice, starts out at like, you know, low to mid 60s, and then it kind of works its way up. And then just hangs out in, you know, high 70s maybe in the evening. So that makes for halfway decent opportunities here for me in the garage, because it's not too hot like it is right now, even though this afternoon might be a little hotter. All right, I think right there is good. Let me go ahead and grab my skewer. Sometimes I start these videos too, and then I have big grand plans, and then I come down to Huntington Beach and it's like, all right, I'm tired already. Well, let's have lunch at the taco shop. And I end the video there. But promise, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep on going here. And I think I fat fingered something on my controller. Let me see. Oh, I'm good. All right. Now then, here's where it gets a little bit complicated. How the heck are we gonna get 3 cars out of here? I don't know. Well, we gotta pull out of here anyway, and let's just hold it right there for a second here. Let's see. Well, we gotta get this one out of the way anyway. So I'm wondering if I should just shove, or not shove, but run back in right now and just get it out of the way. Yeah. We'll go in, go out, drop it off someplace. Huh? And then we can come in. I don't know. Or we can get really fancy. We could disconnect the consist here, just run in with one locomotive, but being as everything's dusty in here, I kind of don't want to do that. Yeah, I think we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna back up a little bit here, and we're gonna go in and grab that first tank car and just get it out of the way. We'll pull it out. So we'll have cars on either end here as we're blocking the street. Alright, let's get this going. And since we already got enough stuff to deal with here, I'm going to spray some of this. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to be killing me. Yep, that's how I do it. Hey, it cleans things up, at least lubricates the track, let's put it that way. Here, we got to get Mr. Carl over there. Knocked over my barrels here. Let me see if I can get them back up. All right. And turn out the throne. And I got to go find Carl here. We got a blue flag in front of the industry there. There we go. Carl gets around quite a bit, if you haven't noticed on my layout here. He's like the one industry rep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm getting more ideas in my head. And actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna grab this guy, get him out of the way. But then I think I'm going to leave as we back up. I'm going to leave our two other drop-offs on the sort of section of the spur we just came out of from the lumber yard. That'll keep them kind of out of the way as we do our run around there. All right, we got a good connection. So let's just keep backing up here. And as you can see, 2 locomotives and a lot of spraying of CRC. No issues so far. So yeah, this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm sure I'm screwing it all up, but hey, we'll get it all done in the end. That's kind of the fun of whoa, what was that? We get a derailment there or something? Let me take a little safety check there. See, no, everything's good. I think it's just a little bit of a curve there. Maybe a piece of ballast on the rail or something. Anyway, like I was going to say, hey, that's kind of the fun of model railroad here, you know. You can try to get it as perfect, you know, switching as you can and do all the right maneuvers for the least amount of, you know, moves sort of thing. Or hey, you just don't even think it through. Just take one step at a time and then deal with it. All right, there we go. We're blocking the street. And I guess technically we can say we're not in the industry back here again. But I'm going to get rid of this guy. And we'll shove forward over here. And we're going to leave our 2 drop-offs right there. I think there's enough space back here. Maybe we could shove them back just a little bit more so they're not in the street, but we need a little bit of extra room right there. Right there. Alright, what happened to my skewer? It disappeared. Oh well, I'll grab another one. Alright, we'll drop these 2 guys off here. And then I don't know. We gotta get rid of that guy. We gotta come in here, get these 2. I don't know. Like I said, one thing at a time. We'll get rid of our tank car. We're gonna have cars all over the damn place here. I think right there is good. Yeah, of course I picked right by the power pole. Usually I try to stop like either side so I'm not reaching around it. All right, now then, now we got to come in to the industry and grab these 2 guys. Right? Does that make sense? If we get enough room back there. We might have to fudge it. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell those guys that are like, you know, backseat conductors. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have enough room back there. Ooh, slow. Oop. Hey, I think we're good. Look at that. Talk about a tight squeeze, huh? Alright, right there's good. Of course, now we got to disconnect our little flat car here. And he's not in the street. So we're good there, and we just cleared this. So let's head back in here, grab our 2 pickups. I just realized I didn't have my ditch lights on, and our little oscillating leftover headlight up here. Anyway, somebody mentioned it before, and I've done it before in the past where I break the consist here and just leave one locomotive, you know, outside of this industry and just run in with one, because we don't have a ton of room here to do the switchback. Like we're gonna have to bring one car out at a time, I think. Yeah. So it makes for more running, but having both locomotives, but at least that way we're kind of insured of not having any issues after the dusty summer break here. And it doesn't matter which one we grab, so I'm just gonna leave that turn out as is. I can see the lights flickering a little bit here. Oh boy. Watch out, Carl. Yeah, see? Lights are flickering and horns are not horning. I think we lost connectivity here. Oh, wait a minute, there we go. We're back. Come on. We can do it. Oh boy. Alright, we got that guy. Alright, the locomotives aren't both making good contact right there, so excuse the big fat finger. Alright. Let's get this one out of here, and then we'll come back, grab this boxcar. And then we got to do the same thing in the opposite direction to do our drop-offs here. And I'm going to run it a little bit faster than I normally would, or that maybe the real world they would have down here. And that's just because of our little track issues, or dirty track. Alright, we'll get that going, get this guy out. Yeah, so you can have a lot of fun with one industry. You don't have a lot of space. Just one industry like this makes for a challenge here, you know. This is, well, I don't know. What is it, about 2, 4, 6 feet from one end to the other? Yep, I found my other skewer right there. And while we're at it, I'm gonna clean my track. Like that. We'll come back here. Clean the crap out of that too, huh? And we'll come back in here, grab our boxcar. And by the time we're in and out with this boxcar, all that stuff will be dried up. Hey, it's only plaster and paint and all that stuff. All right, now we lost all connectivity. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I gotta find my cloth and do a little bit of rubbing there. The spray isn't doing it. And actually, I can see here, I think I might have touched up the paint at some point right there. Because I see some paint on the turnout. Let's see if we have any problems here. So far, so good. Except now I don't got any brakes. Ah. There we go. Holy smokes. Yeah, I should have done a little bit more cleanup when before I started this, huh? Anyway, hey, that's how it goes. This is, like Burr Stewart says, reality model railroading. Sometimes you gotta make some adjustments on the fly. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we actually ran trains in SoCal Edison. It's been months. I'd have to look back. Just a little bit more. Right there's good. All right. Whew. All right, now we're going to get rid of these two. And then we can start on our drop-offs here, which is going to get even more complicated. I don't know. We might just make this a two-parter. Let's see if we get clear that tank car back there. Yeah, it's real close. Oh my goodness. Just barely. But now we gotta shove all the way back here because we're gonna get rid of all of them. We're gonna get rid of all of them down here at the end. And this is getting more complicated, ain't it? Oh my goodness. I think this is gonna be a two-parter. Because I'm just thinking, I don't know, the way I got these cars set up, a little wacky. Well, anyway, let's get rid of these cars and see how far we go. No horns here. We'll do a bell. All right, right there's good. All right, enough bell. All right, let me grab one of my my chopsticks. Somebody always asks about these. These are just chopsticks that you get from you know, Japanese, Chinese restaurant. Put a little electrical tape around the end here, and that's only because I have these little circles here, little tubes, so it's just so it doesn't drop all the way through. All right. Who knew Huntington Beach could be so damn complicated here? All right, I think the next thing to do is drop off this boxcar right here. We'll come in here, we'll grab this boxcar because it's going into one of these tracks here. But you know what? I think I'm gonna call it a day. That's enough for this little ops video. It was complicated enough. We gotta get that tank car all the way over here. And so we're gonna have to do a runaround to do that. And then we got that tank car in the way. Oh boy. Got myself in a little pickle here. This is getting more complicated and more complicated. Hey, guys, I think I'm gonna do this as a two-parter. So, because this video is getting long anyway. We're back to operating over here and making a big cluster out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Till next time, take care. We're gonna go hit the taco truck.